Hello friend. Welcome back to Fun Info Time. In this video, we'll explore top 10 strangest buildings in the world. As the famous quote says, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, but for some, this doesn't fit right, especially when we are talking of the architecture and the buildings across the world. We see many weird buildings that not only look strange but also surprise us because of how creative they are when they're built. The video will be more fun and interesting. Please watch the whole video without skipping any parts. Remember to click like and leave comments. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and click the bell icon for more entertaining and informative videos. Let's move to the video. 10. The Piano House, Anhui, China. Located in the Shannan district in Hainan City, China, this glazed building in the form of a violin leaning against a piano was completed in 2007. Designed by architectural students from the Hefei University of Technology, the building is built at a scale of 51 and serves as a showroom for exhibiting development plans. The transparent violin is made from clear glass panels and contains escalators and a staircase for the main piano building, which accommodates 2 concert halls. The construction of the Hainan piano building was not cheap, with the total cost estimated to be around $35 million. This high cost can be attributed to the building's unique design and the use of advanced construction techniques. 9. Nautilus House, Mexico. A young family tired of their conventional home yearned to live in something a little more integrated with nature. Their wish was granted by Javier Senacian of Senacian Arquitectos, a celebrated Mexican architect whose work is considered both pioneering and controversial in the field of bioarchitecture. Instead of a boring old practical square dwelling, they now live inside a giant psychedelic mollusk shell. Senacian says the Nautilus house can withstand earthquakes and doesn't need much maintenance. Although it's not great for storing things and doesn't use space efficiently, it's amazing, like something from a fantasy book. They built it using a method called ferrocement construction, making it with steel and chicken wire covered in concrete. Inside, it's full of curved rooms like those in a big sea creature's shell. There are lots of small, colorful stained glass windows and grass inside, making it feel like a magical place. The Nautilus house shows how humans can build homes that look like they belong in nature. Maybe with some help from creativity and imagination. 8. NCPA, National Center for the Performing Arts, China. Designed by French architect Paul Andrew, the National Center for the Performing Arts presents an oval exterior, hence got a nickname Egg. It is located in Chang'an Avenue West, with Tiananmen Square and the Forbidden City to its east. The architect Paul Andrew cleverly designed this modern architecture to complement the red walls of ancient buildings. The National Center for the Performing Arts covers an area of about 118,900 square meters with an artificial lake and green spaces around. It contains 3 performance venues: the Opera House, the Concert Hall and the theater. A variety of performances are frequently staged here. It's possible to catch a variety when you are there. Another option is to get booked onto a tour to appreciate the grand architecture and art exhibitions on show. The exterior of the National Center for the Performing Arts is shaped like an egg. It is a steel oval structure of over 18,000 titanium plates and 1,000 sheets of ultra-wide glass, creating a visual effect of curtains being drawn apart slowly before your eyes. The steel oval structure is the largest dome in the world at present. 7. The Dynamic Tower, Dubai. The Dynamic Tower will be the first rotating skyscraper that can be rotated individually on all floors. The $1.2 billion United States dollars Dynamic Tower, also known as Da Vinci Tower, is a spinning tower of 80 floors designed by David Fisher. Each floor rotates approx 6 meters per minute and a complete rotation takes 90 minutes. This will ensure that the occupants of the building will not notice the moderate movement. New technology will enable the residents to rotate the floor autonomously according to their own wishes. Another highlight of the 420 meters high dynamic tower in Dubai is the solar collectors. One could ask how much electricity will be required by the constant movement. This has also been taken into consideration. The dynamic tower will provide its own energy. On some days the tower will even generate a surplus of energy. More energy will be available than is needed by the tower itself. The individual floors, which rotate around the central axis, will be driven by the wind. Wind turbines will be located between the floors, which will then set the floors in motion. A total of 48 wind turbines are to be used. Under normal wind conditions, each turbine will generate up to 1,200,000 kilowatt-hours of energy. 6. Stone House, Portugal. What do you think of this crazy stone house tucked into the Fafé Mountains in Portugal? Constructed between two giant stones and linked with a concrete mix, the house is rumored to be inspired by the popular American Flintstones cartoon. Although quite unusual, the prehistoric-looking residence does feature some traditional components such as windows, a front door, and even a shingled roof. As you might expect, the house's design attracts thousands of tourists each year. TS construction began in 1972 and lasted about 2 years until its completion in 1974. It is surely one of the strangest and magnificent marks of architecture. Reminding of the Stone Age, it is still a comfortable house to stay. 5. Dancing Building, Czech Republic. The Dancing House or Fred and Ginger is the nickname given to the Nationale Nederlanden building in Prague, Czech Republic, at Rasinovo na Břeži. The dancing building is one of the unique structures ever built. It portrays two buildings hugging each other and dancing. Designed by Vlado Milunik along with Frank Gehry. The building was designed in 1992 and completed in 1996. The very non-traditional design was controversial at the time because the house stands out among the Baroque, Gothic and Art Nouveau buildings for which Prague is famous, and in the opinion of some it does not accord well with these architectural styles. However, building would become a center of cultural activity. The general shape of the building is now featured on a gold 2000 Czech koruna coin issued by the Czech National Bank. The coin completes a series called 10 Centuries of Architecture. 4. Lotus Temple, Delhi, India. The Lotus Temple, located in Delhi, India, is a Baha'i house of worship that was dedicated in December 1986, costing $10 million. Notable for its flower-like shape, it has become a prominent attraction in the city. Like all Baha'i houses of worship, the Lotus Temple is open to all, regardless of religion or any other qualification. The building is composed of 27 freestanding marble-clad petals arranged in clusters of 3 to form 9 sides, with 9 doors opening onto a central hall with a height of slightly over 40 meters and a capacity of 500 people. In the early 21st century it was one of only 9 mashriqs in the world. The Lotus Temple has won numerous architectural awards and has been featured in many newspaper and magazine articles. A 2001 CNN report referred to it as the most visited building in the world. 3. The Crooked House, Poland. Located in Sopot, Poland, this masterpiece is located in Poland and has some extraordinary structure. Built in 2003, the structure of the Crooked House is somewhat similar to that of an animated cartoon series. Its crooked design is surely strange but never ugly. Built in 2004 by the design team of Zotinci. The Crooked House was awarded the prestigious Europa Nostra Award in 2004, which celebrates excellence in the conservation of European cultural heritage. 2. Cubic Houses, Netherlands. Designed by Piet Blom, the cubic houses are examples of brilliant architecture and creativity. There are 38 cubes attached to one another to make it look like a forest of houses. A genius idea, brilliantly implemented. The cubes measure 22 meters in height, with each side measuring about 7.5 meters. While the pillars and floors were made out of reinforced concrete, structural wooden skeletons formed the base for erecting the cubes, which were mounted on the edges of the floors. The interior walls are angled at 54.7 degrees with the floor, making the user feel distorted because of the absence of straight walls. This architectural masterpiece is an inspiration in itself, surprising the residents and guest visitors, by providing an unconventional yet amazing experience from the inside and giving a beautiful memory of the city with its complex and unique architecture from the outside. 1. Wonderworks, Tennessee. Constructed to look like it landed upside down in Pigeon Forge, Wonderworks is possibly the most unique building in the Great Smoky Mountains. It's located right next door to the new Hatfield and McCoy Dinner View. Wonderworks bills itself as an amusement park for the mind, featuring over 150 interactive exhibits. It's 55,000 square feet of fun for the whole family. Each Wonderworks building is designed to look as if an existing building was ripped free of the ground by severe weather and dropped upside down on its roof. This unique design is credited to the Orlando architect Terry O. Nickerson of Nickerson Design International, at Wonderworks' original Orlando location.